Welcome back to 18 Crow Tarot. This card just flipped. I'm Stacy, and today we're going to talk about trust. I really wanted to know what you needed to hear at this moment that will benefit you. Oh, we got two. Ghosts and curiosity. Ghosts came up in the last reading. So it feels like right now you could be wondering too much about things from the past. Let's find out. Can you tell us about ghosts? Seven of Pentacles. Perhaps something that didn't work out, or something you've been investing in. It feels like, do you feel like a ghost? Do you feel like a ghost? No, you don't. It's almost like something in the past, like you've worked through something. Oh, did I start it? Okay. And there's like you're moving with happiness to a new direction, or perhaps you're leaving the ghosts behind. I think you're leaving behind the ghosts, like you're letting go of whatever was tormenting this lack of trust. The Chariot. Yes, you're moving forward. You're moving forward with curiosity. You're allowing the inner child to take you there. 11. Stay positive. Your thoughts are materializing rapidly, so you want to ensure positive outcomes by focusing only on the good within yourself, others, and this situation. And 20 means your connection with the Creator is strong and clear. God asks you to fill your heart and mind with faith. Ask Heaven for help in doing so. If you desire, your faith is being rewarded right now. So right now, this message is a confirmation, oh my god, my voice, to the communication that you're having with your intuition. And I like that there's a crystal here. It's almost like magnetizing. Like the peak is like, if you didn't know, the peak of a crystal is where what you kind of like pointed to is like a magician. It's like you manifest with that little peak. It's like where you shoot it, it manifests. I don't know why I had to say that, but it's almost like where you shoot it, that's where the energy goes. So something about that is important here. Let's check the energy. I didn't check it for this reading. Pisces and expansion, and the 11 again. So right now there's an expansion in your creative. Let me see. Pisces is spiritual waters, the psychic. It feels like you're expanding your psychic abilities. The 11th house is about, let me find out. Groups and friends and social awareness, technology, the hopes and wishes and the future. So right now you're expanding what the what could be, right? Is that how you say it? The what's gonna happen, what's gonna be my end all or something, you know? So you're taking flight with that. Let's see an advice from the spirit of the wheel, like what you're doing right. Let's pick this one. Higher good, guidance, and choice. It feels like right now you're making all the right choices. You're seeking for guidance where you need it, when you need it. Should we read this? Let's read it. I don't think I've read this here ever. Listen carefully to the sacred messages around you. So it goes with the trust, right? And when the spirit of the ancestors calls to you, there is much at stake. The stone of the ancestors. Oh, stone, crystals. Interesting. Stone of the ancestors card teaches you that every decision you make and every action you take, either indirectly or directly, affects another. It is like a pebble thrown in the water, forming ripples and spreading outwards. Think long and hard about choices you are contemplated and consider the consequences for your future. At times we have to make sacrifices to fulfill our destiny. The ancestors help us distinguish what is worth holding on to and what we should be letting go of. If you have any doubts, call upon their ancient wisdom to help you make the best choice. When your decisions carry a purpose beyond just the self, you can be assured the ancestors will be pleased. That does not mean giving up on what you want, but it does require thinking about the ripple effect before you toss the pebble. Self-learning is truly a lifelong process, but much heartache and pain can be avoided if we think about the long-term effects and make our choices by listening to our higher self as well as the guidance of the ancestors. So here's a prayer. Guide me, spirit of the ancestors, to know my place within this world and to be aware that everything I do affects others. Provide me with the courage to fulfill my destiny and to evolve towards the higher good. Wow, that was beautiful. So it feels like your curiosity, your commitment to this is paying off. Let's see. Any other energies around you? Yes, this is a signal. This should be your wake-up call if you've been having any indecision, any questions about, you've been curious about it, but you don't know how to trust it or something, your higher guidance. This is a wake-up call. This is a signal. This is like, you have to answer the bell. Decline, age, and fading. Okay, if there's any fade of that, it's like, it's almost like if the evil is trying to manipulate, like there's like this past energy or something that is like, it's trying to manipulate you, thinking that like, oh, you're getting too old, you're getting like, this is not, you know, it's just trying to, yeah, like derail you. But it feels like you should use this connection also strategically. What else comes up here? Show. Radiate joy and enthusiasm, spotlight. So you're about to be moving to the spotlight, and this is like your wake-up call. But there's also laws and unwritten rules that you should comply with, comes with that trust, because of the ripple effects that your actions will have in the world around you. So I feel like that's an important message for someone. Let's see any challenges. Let's see. Oh, the Chariot. Okay, so are you, the challenge is to take action. Why is that a challenge? Why is this a challenge? Pride, maybe. Why is this a challenge? Too many. Oh, okay. King of Wands. Taking leadership. Oh my God. Oh my gosh. Oh, like stepping into the role. Stepping into that role, like using your strategic. But taking that leadership, like it feels like, is that the challenge? Why would it be the challenge? Let's check with this one. The advice. What's the advice for this challenge? Ooh. I sorted everything. This one came up in the last one. Resurrection. Sagittarius is that fire energy as well. Just going with it. It feels like right now you're just, you have to evolve. It's pushing you. Like you're being pushed literally from the Fool, which is a new beginning, right? Like this is going to be a new beginning for you. Whatever's coming forth to you, because we did have the 7 of Pentacles. So there's something that you've been working on that is finally something's gonna pay off, because you've been good. Like you've been listening to guidance. You've been using the messages that, you know, the nudges, the curiosity. You've been curious about the ideas that you get, and you're just like, I'm just gonna go do it. And now the Chariot, which is also Cancer, by the way, it's a Cancer sign, and it's asking you to move forward from the King of Wands to the Emperor. That's evolution right there. Get curious about this new role. Get curious. Curiosity. Get curious about what it's like to fit the shoes of the Emperor. You're not going to be like this person anymore. You know, the old self. It's almost like the goodbye. Oh, no, it's just too many. It's almost like the goodbye of the old self. That ghost is like flying away from the ghost. That could have been your old self. The one that was thinking, oh, I'm not good enough, or I'm fading, or I'm aging, I'm on a decline, if you're, you know. And now you're going to be put in this position where you're going to be the spotlight, the Emperor. Like it's like you're going to be able to create, because if it's also, if you're feminine, or the feminine energy is like the Empress, it's like you express what you mean. But of course it has to come from a place where, oh, the Empress, I'm telling you, it's like you're going from the 4 of Cups. Like you have to withdraw a little bit, like to seek the higher guidance. Look, you kind of like meditate on what decision, what cup to take. The Crown, you connect. Look at this. Look at this. Oh my God, like how can this get any clearer? You have to almost like take a moment to yourself to connect, and you're completing this embodiment of the resurrection going on inside you by connecting to the higher self, the Merkaba, the all, and then becoming this Empress, channeling your higher self. The higher self, and it could be an Empress or your Emperor. So that's what's leading you right now. It feels like that's what's helping you reach this like new spotlight, and now you're just running the show. You're the spotlight. Like look at that. That's such a feminine. That's such a confirmation to this whole wake-up call. Like if you needed a wake-up call, this is your wake-up call, that you're being called to the spotlight, and the opportunities are going to start to come up where you're going to have to strategically move. Oh yeah, and it's not out of manipulation, but it's like strategically. Don't manipulate. Comply to the rules. There's unwritten rules. It's not good to manipulate out of you know what I mean. Like it's, how do I explain that? It's almost like there's good ways of manipulating, like just strategically placing things, right, that helps and benefits others. But when it's like just for your own gain and no one else's, and even if it's evil doing or something, just because it's selfish, it's coming from a greed aspect of it, that's where you'll rack up karma. So right now it feels like that's why the higher guidance is helping you stay balanced between all of this, because it's keeping you with this innocent mindset, the Fool and the curiosity. That's like pure innocence of what's going to happen next and where can I go here. So you're just following the breadcrumbs that the universe is giving you, and you're learning how to trust that curiosity better. And it's leading you to these places, because now you can actually discern what's entirely like for you and what's not. And in that connection, you're stepping into your higher self, and you're beginning to radiate this new energy that is filled with joy. Even if you don't have this in your life right now, you're manifesting it because you're radiating it. So it's almost like the magnetic force is like you're magnetizing it to you, and it's because you're taking action. You're taking action little by little. You've been taking action this whole time. You've been taking action, and it's finally showing through, and it's coming through. So this is a wake-up call. This is a sign for you that it is starting to manifest. So continue to believe it, continue to trust it, and continue to stay connected to your ancestors, to the higher guidance. And let's see what comes up here. Oh my goodness, no. Your roots run deep. So yeah, so your ancestral roots, you're connecting to nature. It feels like that could be a guidance for you. Telepathy. So there could be like some quantum entanglement, and maybe that's where the ghosts came from. You know, sometimes if you can feeling like something that's not yours, like these thoughts of like, oh, I'm on a decline, or I'm getting old, that could have just been someone else's energy. It's not even yours. Or perhaps you're also healing from your ancestral line, like some fears, some things that like in your family line, like they needed to heal and they never got to. So it feels like you're the one breaking that generational curse, if that makes sense, if you believe in that. And if not, it's all good. It's still happening. It's still happening. It's an unwritten thing. Quality over quantity. It feels like right now, the more you step up, the more you realize quality is better over quantity, about people that you have around, about the things you feel you're entertained. Oops. Look at this beautiful confirmation for innocence. This is a confirmation for that curiosity, the innocence that is leading the way. The inner child is leading you to your happy ending. Egg cleanse in reverse. So it feels like right now, you're not even, like, it feels like you're protected, that like you feel like nothing is, like, even if there is like some quantum entanglement, it's like, okay, maybe you could battle it, or you could cleanse, you know, cleanse a little bit, keep yourself like clean. So it's like your energy. Also, catch yourself thinking or doing what you said you wouldn't. Also what you said you would. So let's say with this conversations and how you communicate, it's like by breaking the old habits, it's also like catching yourself before you do something. That's like the higher guidance when it was saying like the ripple effects. So it's like, okay, if you said you weren't gonna treat someone bad, or if you said you weren't gonna joke around or gossip, it's like, okay, catch yourself before you gossip, or even mid gossip, be like, oh, like, you know what, let's not talk about this anymore, because now you're going from, you're being called to step up. And I feel like that's what's gonna have you make different choices, be more present, be more given the quality of even what you're saying. The communication is coming differently. Yeah, the way you express is going to be shown differently. The way you create, like what you're creating, it's like, it's bringing a bell, a wake-up call, a spotlight on what you're creating. The trust. Where's the trust card? That was like the main energy for today, because it opened up with this, the trust. I think this is a wake-up call for you to keep trusting and burn the old memories as well. So the ghosts burn everything that's like not helping. I mean, not literally, but it's like, I mean, you could. But it is helping you to move forward, whatever this is. Let's see the outcome. Have I asked about the outcome? Let's see, we wanted to turn around. Oh, is this backwards? What's going on here? The 9 of Cups. But hold on. Which is very, hold on, this is all backwards. Oh, okay, it is backwards. Okay, so what's the outcome for this? The 9 of Cups. Yeah, so you're gonna be very emotionally happy. You're tempering, you're like, throughout this change, you're balancing out yourself. There's fast, yeah, the strategic. I feel like you're coming into knowing, oh wow, this is beautiful. So it's from a balanced place. Like, the more you trust, the more balance you get, basically. And you're moving towards passionately. That's that King of Wands energy. You're still in that Chariot, like you're moving forward. King of Swords is also a very strategic and analytical king. And the thoughts, like you're in control of your thoughts, which is also helping you move from this King of Wands, using the King of Swords, to the Emperor, because the Emperor is like all the kings together. So you're using both talents of passion and the mental stability and rationality and logical, you know, part of you to move forward into this happiness, into this 9 of Cups, 10 of Cups situation. Wow, that's so beautiful. So let's do an angel card to see what comes up for you for this reading. Relaxation. It feels like you can trust and relax. It feels like the more you trust, you can also relax a little bit more, because now you don't have to force anything. You don't have to manipulate. You don't have to, oh yeah, that's another thing. You don't have to manipulate, oh, and be like in control. You know, it doesn't have to come from like a controlling. You don't have to use people. You don't have to use connections. You don't have to do all this other stuff. You can just like realize that there's a higher guidance and everything is happening as it should. And there's an innocence to it. You don't have to have this like hidden agenda, right? Yeah. There's innocence and trust. Oh my god, this is so beautiful. I hope you resonated with this. I'll see you on the next one.